Our old and past wounds are like when children have a plaster put on them. Now, if you've got kids or you've been around kids, some very much like a plaster on a cut, no matter what size it is. Having a plaster on that keeps the wound out of sight, out of mind. It provides almost like a security blanket over it, a bit of comfort, a bit of psychological restoration, I guess, for that wound. Now, our past wounds, the things we've been through, are a little bit like that. We put plasters on our past wounds because we don't necessarily want to feel it anymore. We try to numb it using all sorts of things. We all have different ways of coping with our past hurt. But what's interesting is the more we try to control it using worldly methods, or methods that appease and please and satisfy the flesh, we're left feeling empty again, like we need to top it up. We need to have another drink to feel better, or we need to smoke another spliff to feel a bit better, or we need to eat that extra bit of cake or donut to feel a bit better. And all these things add up. And not only is it costing us in terms of what it does to our body, but it's also damaging our relationship with God, because we're essentially saying that, God, you do not have this. I need to rely on these things to make me feel better, even if it's just for a moment of instant gratification. Then sometimes we have bouts of guilt after we've satisfied the flesh in that moment. But that guilt and shame is there because we know deep down inside we're crying out for help. Taking those plasters off is not going to be easy. And therefore, when you start to build your relationship with God, you start to actually realize that those plasters don't need to all come off at the same time. God will remove those plasters one by one in order for us to deal with whatever incident or trauma that wound may represent. Sometimes God might just remove that plaster so quickly that you don't even have a moment to reflect on what happened. But that relief or that release of hurt that was once in you has just gone in a moment, has gone in a flash. And that kind of healing does take place as well.